What's up, people? It's my man. It's my man? What the heck is wrong with you, Urban? Get it right. Ow, sorry. What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's basement. Your mama is pissed off at me because I don't want to let it go, but she's told me to let it go. I say I can't let it go because I'm in love with the players that was already on the team, and I don't want to let them go. And she smacked me with some ice cream and told me, wake up! Everybody, wake up! Anyway, it's your man, Urban Lover. Let's get to the point. Alright, the Lakers played the Suns yesterday. Not gonna really talk too much about it because the Suns right now is probably one of the worst teams in the NBA. I call them the Division I team. They're still trying to find themselves. The way they beat the Suns, the same way they should have beat the Knicks and the Bulls. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna go through the stats real quick, and I want to talk about something that's much more important than that. All right, so once again, Zubac finally started again, and I want to talk on the reason why. Now I'm starting to know why the reason he's starting. Anyway, in 35 minutes, 16 boards, 4 blocks, 24 points. Brandon Ingram, 22 points. Now, I've been telling you guys, 9/11, that's my son's birthday too. I've seen that sign for a while. But I've been telling you guys, Brandon Ingram is so freaking good when he's playing off the ball. That's when he's at his best. When the ball's in his hand, he's trying to create. He's like 75% good, not as good, but when he's playing off the ball, he's much more better. A lot of his plays were basically cut passes to the basket, where he got the ball at the top of the key and he was able to penetrate and attack the basket, and he was getting easy layups. But you know, like I said, it's the Suns, so I'm not going to really elaborate on it too much. Rondo, this is the main reason why I've been telling you guys why I know a lot of people like Lonzo. I like him too, don't get me wrong. But like I said, one thing about the difference between now Lonzo, I'm make sure I requote myself. Lonzo towards the end, before he got hurt, started getting that fire. When he banged that three after that foul that was called on him, he was starting to get that fire in him. He was starting to, you know, get a little bit more motivated. Because remember, we knew Lonzo as the individual who really didn't talk much. You know, probably point fingers, talk like that, but he didn't really show no signs of emotion. Where Rondo, you can actually hear Rondo screaming out plays, telling people where to get at, telling Brandon Ingram, give me the ball. Hey. When he passed the ball in, the ball go right to Rondo. Rondo bring the ball down, he sets them up in places in order to get them guys to score. That's why I told people back when he was with Boston, I told him he rejuvenated Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen game, because he put them in position to get easy buckets. Look how easy it was for Brandon Ingram. And I know, like I said before, I know it's the Phoenix Sun, I'm not going to get overhyped, but look how easy it was for them to score. Look at Zubac. He was setting Zubac up in nice position, opportunity to score, and Zubac was freaking killing. Freaking Caldwell Pope. I remember the one pass he passed to Caldwell Pope, 1-3, was like an inside 2-pointer. He knocked it down with the swiftness. That's what I like. A true point guard that gets players in position to score at will and give them easy buckets. That's why I've been saying for all this time that they should have been utilizing Lonzo back when he was playing, but instead they made him a second fiddle. And I used to get upset with that. Nothing against LeBron James, because I know he has much more experience over Lonzo. But I'm just saying, if Lonzo would have basically been bringing the ball down and creating plays for everybody else, LeBron James' game would have been that much easier. And he'd probably be on the bench even earlier. But like I said, you know, when you're a star, you can do what you want to do. And I'm not knocking LeBron James, because, you know, he did bring stardom back to LA, even though we had it last year, you know, but we bring some Lebronites over with us. But I'm not going to go too deep in that. JaVale McGee came off the bench, ain't really play that, ain't really do too much. Lance Stevenson, another person. Not Rondo having the ball, basically taking out Lance Stevenson hand majority of the time, but setting Lance Stevenson up for wide open 3-point shots, putting him in position to score. This is probably Lance Stevenson's best game to me. Playing under control, you know what I mean? Playing the fiddle, beat it, whatever he's playing, or maybe Queen, you know what I'm saying? We will rock you. But anyway, he looked at under control. Rondo, you know, find him in open quarters, knocking down the three. That's what I've been saying over and over again, that once you play in a control system, you will see our players play much better. But like I said, we play in the Phoenix Suns, so I don't want to drown in too much on that. Now let's get to the big ice cream, the scoop with the big woman on it, with the big one with the big boo 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 boo. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about something that's going to get you guys excited. Some of you guys might want to go in your bathroom and do some little things with the lotion, you know, because that's how it has been going on for the last season and last year. You know, every time we talk about a superstar, everybody starts exploding like a volcano. But anyway, let me get to the bread and butter, the grits and eggs, the bacon and cheese, whatever it is that you eat. Let's get to it. So, Anthony Davis had came out, according to his, let me look at his Twitter thing real quick. Hold on. According to, let me see, what's the guy name? Where's his name at? Where's this? Give me a second. Give me a second, guy. 1 second. I want to make sure I say the name right. God dang it, I missed the daggone name. Was it Period? What's his name? Well, anyway, let's just skip over that. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Alright, so here's the thing. Anthony Davis has just come out and basically said he wanted to be traded, but he wanted to be traded to a contender to basically, have a chance to fight for the championship. Remember, not too long ago, he stated that, he going to support, roll with, his New Orleans because, they've been taking care of him from day one, whatever. When, at the end of the day, man, it's like, okay, in this business, there is no real true friendship. Rather, ownership, players, and we have to understand and realize that. You might draft players, you might see them go in a different direction and all that because now the office decided to give up on them and they want to, go in a different direction, which is understandable. Now, my only thing about Anthony Davis, he's a bona fide stud. Let's keep it real. Oh, his name is Rich Paul. Thank you, Lake Show, for me. I looked on your Twitter. Thank you, Lake Show. Rich Paul, he's a bona fide stud, right? I mean, not Rich Paul. My gosh, Anthony Davis is a bona fide stud. Good guy. Freaking, I'll be honest with you, top 10 player, top 5 center. If he plays center, depending on what he played. But anyway, the only problem I have with Anthony Davis is that he just get injured too much. That's my only letdown about this dude. Like, okay, I know that, fans be like, well, go ahead and trade this person, that person, because look what happened when we didn't trade, didn't make the trade for Paul George, or look what happened with Kawhi. You know what I mean? Now, but those two guys, it's totally understandable, based on the fact that, Kawhi did come off an injury. And the Lakers didn't know what they were getting, and they probably were kind of skeptical of making that play. Now, here's the thing with New Orleans. I think New Orleans, now that Anthony Davis came out there and said he wanted to be traded, it's probably best in New Orleans' interest to trade him, because they're not going nowhere. You know what I mean? Anthony Davis is not the guy that's going to get him over the top. Good player, but he don't have that killer instinct yet. Can drop 40, 50 points, but at the end of the day, look at LeBron James. LeBron James jumps on the team, and he rolls. I know a lot of people say, well, he don't have nobody. No, he had Rondo and all them last year. He had all them guys last year, and they got past the first round, and the second round they got bumped. And remember they had DeMarcus Cousins. So, but my thing is this, is that the whole biggest problem with him is, like I said, is his injury. Other than that, I wouldn't mind, but here's my thing. I love the young players. Don't get me wrong, I love the young players. But I'm gonna give Luke the little bit benefit of doubt. When he got picked up with Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak, the whole point of him getting Luke Walton wasn't so much based on the fact of what he did in Golden State. Let's be honest. He was a family guy that basically the Lakers love. He was part of the Laker organization. Jeannie Buss and Jim Buss and them, they loved him. That's why they went out and got him. And they must have told Luke, like, we're gonna let you develop the young players. You gotta think about a young coach, young players, 4 years in development. Which made sense because based on what they had, it was a bunch of young guys and they were developing. But, the fan base started coming down on Jeannie Buss, and not just the fan base, but the stockholders. If the fan base is crying and they're looking at sales, and they say, well, the sales are dropping, we got to make changes. So Jeannie Buss made the changes that she got rid of Mitch and Jim. Then she brought Magic in. So when she brought Magic in, Lou Walton, and like I said, I'm not going to give him all the benefit of the doubt because he also kind of like slowed up that process too. And the reason why I say that, because he was giving them 25 minutes. You don't give starters 25 minutes to develop, okay? The average starter is getting 35 to 38 minutes, the average starter. You know what I mean? Especially star type players. So you got star type players on your team that look like they're going to be something in the future. You give them 30-something minutes, 35 minutes, a good portion of the game in order to allow them to develop. But if you want to give them 25 minutes and they're hot and you sit them down, I cannot give him so much credit and say that, oh, he was the part of their development when he was slowing up their development. Look how long it took Zubac to even freaking start this season. He played a couple games, only played like 2 minutes or 3 minutes here and there, couple botched plays, and all of a sudden they put him back on the bench. Then went and go get Tyson Chandler. Now all of a sudden when JaVale McGee gets hurt, Zubac come in and got the chance to play with LeBron. He's playing much better now. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is that we just don't have no patience when it comes to the development of these young players. We quick to give up. We see a name like AD go out, oh man, let's go make this move right now. And I know a lot of fans would love it only because of the simple fact of who he is and what he brings to the table. But then you got to think about the cons. Now pros, dude can do everything. Inside scoring, outside scoring, play defense. I don't knock him. But he stay injured. That's my only problem, is that he stay injured. He constantly injured. So what's going to happen if he's injured the rest of the season and we stuck with just LeBron? That's my only skepticism right there. I know a lot of people say, well, you got to take the chance. it's kind of hard to take a chance when the person is constantly injured. Not somebody who's like injured once, you know what I'm saying, or twice out of their career, you know, but he's constantly injured. That's the only thing that scares me. And then on top of that, New Orleans want 3 of our best players. Zubac, who's starting to emerge as a solid center. They want him. I know a lot of fans will go ahead, give him to him, give it to him. It's AD, give it to him. Zubac haven't been injured though. Zubac is finally getting minutes. Zubac is starting to look good, man, on the inside. You know, Zubac did play AD pretty good too. But I know, you know, it is what it is. I know a lot of fans like they don't care. You know, they got the red tinted glasses on. They don't care. All they worry about is AD. Go get the superstar. Lonzo started playing good towards the end. But, you know, fans don't care. Kuzma, scoring machine. But, you know, fans don't care. They always going to find something negative about all 3 of them. That's what they do. But they will ignore the point that AD stay injured. They will ignore that point. They would just talk about all the accolades of what he can do. But when it come to injury, crickets, because ain't nobody going to say nothing. That's the only problem. And you've been noticed that the Lakers have been known to be injured. These last couple years, the way Luke run them, they've been injured. They've been getting injured. Wearing them out, tying them out. Especially this season right here. I didn't even know Josh Hart playing with an injury. Wonder why he couldn't get up and play. But these guys have been playing with injuries. And then we wonder why they struggling this and that. Is because they try to play through their injury because they know that our team is depleted. And the sad thing is, for the fan base to turn on our players so quick is ridiculous. Especially in the point that you know all of them were injured. We had people basically not even playing that were injured. Some of our top players are injured. But yet we still sit and say we suck. But we forget about the 20-14 record we had before LeBron got injured and Rondo got injured. And we were freaking starting to roll. And then on top of that, when we started getting it together, when Lonzo started running the floor, because remember, Brandon, he was running the floor and a couple of them lost at the beginning. Once Lonzo started running the floor, we won 2 in a row and we was up 19 against Houston before he got injured. But we forget about all that. You know, and then fans come to me and attack me and say, you don't know what the hell you talking about, blah, 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 this and that. And I was like, man, listen, I'm just looking at the obvious. Now, I'm just a fan looking in. That's all I am. I'm just an analyst. I'm just looking in, talking about the Lakers. The front office is going to do whatever they feel fit that's best for them. Now, keep in mind, Zoe is hurt. Kuzma is hurt. Zubac's not. But this is what they want. They're saying, I think, a first round or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Now, here's the thing. Personally, to be honest with you, if LeBron James going to be in 4 years, I would go ahead and make the move. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I make the move. Right now, Lonzo Ball is never going to be, he's going to be a shadow himself playing behind LeBron James. He needs the ball in his hand. With LeBron James coming back, and if Lonzo come back, he's going to be back to that number 2. You know, bringing up, you know, being the number, basically a shooting guard again. Not basically bringing the ball down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's slowing up his development. He need to go to a team where he can run the floor and be the general of that floor. Kuzma, he need to be let loose. Lakers, look, Lou Walton does not really have a good relationship with Kuzma. All you gotta do is listen to his interviews. When Kuzma is doing good, Lou Walton always finds something negative about Kuzma, and so does the fan base. Kuzma does not even have no plays called in his way. There's no plays ran for him. That's why I say with Oladipo. When Oladipo left Orlando, went to OKC, and then, you know, it's still not being utilized, and then he goes to freaking Indiana, and Nate McMillan acknowledged his game and his skill set, and he said, I'm going to give you the green light, big fella. You go ahead and run this team. Where does Oladipo end up at? On the All-Star. Now Indiana is challenging the likes of Boston Celtics, the Toronto Raptors. So I wish them young guys well, man. D'Angelo Russell was doing good. Julius Randle was doing good. Not only that, Julius Randle get to see Lonzo Ball, and he get to see Kuzma. I'm just hoping we don't get with Zubac, man, because Anthony Davis can play the power forward spot and Zubac can play the center. But that's the whole point of thinking. That's why Luke Walton have been playing them. That's why Tyson Chandler been sitting on the bench. They've been actually showcasing Zubac just in case they decide to trade AD, because they didn't really have nothing else to give. If you think about it, Boston Celtics had much more assets than they do. If you look at Boston lineup, they got a lot of guys that they can give up, you know, for opportunity to get AD. So the Lakers have to give up something. I mean, because you got to think about it, you challenge against Boston. So what Boston you gonna give up? And even I'm hearing in reports that Toronto's talking about Kyle Lowry and some other players. And probably I ain't gonna pronounce his name, but the center on the bench who was starting, but you know he's on the bench. So there's a lot of opportunities of teams that's willing to give up players. So if the Lakers want to stay in the hunt, they're going to have to get rid of some of them young players. I'm going to be upset, but at the end of the day, I think it's probably best for the players because I look at it like this. It's slowing up their development. I know for a fact Kuzma's going to be an all-star wherever he go because they're going to get that guy a green light to go because everybody in the media sees him as an uprising star except us, the Lakers fan base. Same thing with Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is in the top 25 in defense, probably in top 25 defense, and probably top 10 or probably top 5 at perimeter defenses from a guard standpoint, and we really give up on him for AD, and we got no perimeter defense. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just looking at it like this. I know people say, well, we got to give us something early to get something. I understand that, but I'm just looking at the situation as like, okay, we giving up this, but what are we getting back in return? We just getting AD. Okay, well, what if AD get hurt? Then what we have? What if LeBron James, after his 3rd year, decide to go ahead and shift out of here and go back to Cleveland? AD's injured. I don't know. I'm just throwing it around here. But the media, everybody's hyped up because AD said that he wants out. Well, he wants to be traded. So based on the fact that the fan base is all hungry in love, and they're willing to depart ways with everybody. Just saying they with Magic Johnson. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for Magic Johnson. I'm just speaking for what I see on the Twitter feed and Facebook and the social media period, where everybody's so excited about the AD situation, but they're forgetting about the point that the dude just stay injured. That's my only case. But personally, to be honest with you, I prefer the young guys to go ahead and leave LA. I'm serious. I prefer them to leave, and the reason why I say that is because Lew Walton. I'm not, like I said, I gave Lew Walton the benefit of the doubt that when he came in as a rookie coach, and you had a bunch of young players. So the whole point was both of them was to develop together. The rookie coach and the young players were to develop together. But once Jim Buss and Mitch was gone, there was no more developing together. And then on top of that, keep in mind, this guy was only giving them guys 25 minutes. So he was kind of like, in between. Like, he scratches here, and then at the same time, he's trying to figure out what should I do. Only one was getting minutes was Brandon Ingram. Brandon was the only one getting 30-something minutes. This is the main reason why I'm still wondering why Brandon was not in that trade talk. He can't shoot. But anyway, like I said, Brandon Ingram was not in the trade talk. It's just Lonzo, Kuzma, and Zubac, and I think a first-round pick. I like them guys, man. I really do, man. But, I'm a Lakers fan. I got to support the Lakers team, Laker organization, whatever they decide to do. I know it's for the benefit and for the better of the team. And based on the fact that LeBron James only here for 4 years. So that's why I knew when we picked up LeBron James, I said he'll be a good mentor for the young players. But then I also have to remember and remind myself, LeBron James at the end of the day is on at the end of his line. He's going to want some veteran players there, some stars there, so he can get back to the championship. He's not looking to develop them young players. He probably did at the moment, probably really just to develop them just for a trade bait. That's how I'm starting to look at it now. So, and wherever LeBron James go at, that's what happens. You trade players off. Look at dude down in Minnesota. When they got him for Kevin Love. So when they kept Kyrie though, Kyrie was the trademark. Same thing with the Lakers. They kept Brandon Ingram. Well, at least as far as we know, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm whatever they decide to do, I'm cool with it, man. I'm not upset. A little down, but if they decide to trade the young players, man, and I'm just starting to see the merger of Zubac, man. I'm starting. Man, I've been like Zubac when they picked them up. I was the only one dropping videos about how good Zubac could be and this and that if they use him right, to give him playing time, to give him the time. And I've been backing that guy up since he first came, and now he's finally getting his time. But now I noticed that the Lakers probably only use him just to be a show, to showcase his skill set so they can make a trade in order to get Anthony Davis. And then if New Orleans and they seeing how Zubac is playing, they're like, oh hell no, we want that. I think they want Zubac. Be honest with you, I think they want Zubac more than they want Kuzma and Lonzo Ball. I'm just being honest with you. Because why would he just throw Zubac in there? Because remember, Lonzo Ball and Kuzma, they stay hurt, but Zubac is coming into his own. So I don't know, man. It'd be good. I'm gonna have to watch New Orleans, man. I'm not saying that I'm a fan of New Orleans, but I'm a NBA fan. I love the Lakers, but I'm an NBA fan, and I just want to watch to see how them young guys get going, especially just to see four of them on one team and really get to see Lonzo Ball really get the rock and rolling, man. So it'd be a wonderful thing. I wonder what LeVar going to say. I wonder what LeVar would say. Maybe Lonzo Ball went out because he knew that because he knew this trade was coming. He did that last year. Y'all remember? I think he got hurt. Did he get hurt around the trade deadline? If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember. But he went out. He went out right around right around the right time. So, but if New Orleans still willing to take him with an injury, hey, by all means, man, you know, going to trade him. And I have to say something real quick too. I have to reiterate something real quick. I know I said that, you know, the only thing that's scary about Anthony Davis is his injury, but Lonzo Ball been injured the last 2 seasons as well. So, and Brandon Ingram been injured. Kuzma too, not really major injury, but Lonzo Ball been the one out of all 3 of them that been really injured. You know what I mean? And it's always that lag. So, you know, I just look at it like this, that, you know, it's time for them to find somebody else, man. Go on there for a coach, a young coach, or just an experienced, better, young developed player coach, and basically, you know, start fresh, man. You know, it'd be less spotlight on them in LA. You know, they can go somewhere like in New Orleans, like Julius Randle, he killing, nobody talking about him. D'Angelo Russell, he killing, nobody talking about him. So it'd probably be better for them to go somewhere where it's less spotlight. Cause Lakers, man, we like one of freaking organization where the spotlight is always on your players. So you got to do good, man, or the fan base is going to tear you up. But anyway, whatever the front office decide to do, I'm with it. You know, I'm not going to be upset like that. At the end, I still want to win. Don't get me wrong, I will miss the young players if we decide to trade them. But if they decide to go that route and let the guys go, it is what it is, man. And I think it's probably best for the young players because they're not getting the full development here in LA behind a bunch of superstars and veterans. They need to go to a team where they really can get the shine. So D'Angelo Russell should be happy because over in Brooklyn, he's really getting the floors. Same with Julius Randle, because if you were LA, you wouldn't be getting that playing time. It'll take them weeks or months to get the play, especially the way Luke was doing them at the time he was here. You can't give a starter 25 minutes and think that's called development. That's not development, all right? That's slow up the process of development. You know, okay, and let's be honest, and let's be real. You know what I mean? When a young player go to a team, they give them the green light. But anyway, listen, it's your man, Ever Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section, tell me what you think. You have a blessed day, and most of all, please be safe out there. Love y'all.